the great raises, man. Let's get it. First off, it's an honor and a privilege to have one of the hip-hop's greats down here. One member of one of the best groups to ever come out. Wishbone, what's going on with you, brother?
What's up? Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to get you down here. We just had one of your brothers down here.
Yeah, I saw that.
And we hope you enjoyed it.
Definitely good luck. Shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony and the Eazy.
For the people that don't know much about you, give us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I grew up, on the hard. We grew up hard, The whole thing that people don't really understand is like the whole harmonizing thing that we formed, that came from us just hanging out together, just being around each other. And that just came naturally, like organically. So we didn't even know we was harmonizing. We just thought we was jumping on each other's shit. But it just came out like that, and I'm glad that it did.
And so now, before we had asked your brother when he was here, we want to see if you could talk about it. Who was Uncle Charles?
Uncle Charles was the main person tearing up all them hotel rooms.
I said, hold up, wait a minute.
When we was getting blamed for it. If you notice, every hotel room that we stayed in got tore up. That was Uncle Charles. Every time we went out, to get something to eat, to do a show, Uncle Charles would slide a group in there and act like he was the fifth member of Bone Thugs and Harmony and tear the hotel rooms up. That's who Uncle Charles was. He still owed me $35.
Bruh. We finally thank you for saying that. So now, we see you've been making your way around and doing your thing out there. You still going strong. What you got going on nowadays?
Definitely, I'm going to get some new music out. I like to make a lot of songs about, drugs and stuff. I got some more weed songs coming and follow up on the ecstasy joint I did. But I'm definitely going to be making a lot of marijuana-infused songs and getting back in the studio. Hopefully, I can get some of my brothers back on the track.
Now, people were mad at us last time we had your brother here that we didn't ask this question. So we gonna ask you. Now, y'all were in a movie called I Tried.
Yes.
When filming that, you guys had never really acted before, right?
Not at all. We didn't take no lessons. We just showed up as we were.
And so now, how was it like acting?
It was decent.
You think you want to get into it?
I definitely want to get back into it. I want to have a love scene in the joint.
I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
They said I wasn't ready. I was trying to take the lead actress in there and, taking it back. But they was like, listen, that's not your part. I didn't know we had to follow the script. I thought that we could improvise, but that didn't work out.
And now, with the music you guys made and the impact, do you think that people are biting your styles now?
I think that we definitely influenced a lot of the new rappers today, and I don't really take that as biting or disrespect. I take that as they paying homage basically. I want everybody to win. I've always been about my money and my bag, and so if I'm gonna be about my money, I want everybody to get their money.
And now, when you guys first met Eazy,
definitely,
did you know that he would have like an impact as big as he had?
To us, he was big then. He had an impact on us then. So I always knew that Eazy would have an everlasting impact. That's why we wanted to get down with Eazy. So, and to answer your question, definitely, I definitely knew that.
And now, do you know what happened to Eazy?
I know, listen, I'm not going to say too much, but I think he'd be still alive today if certain forces within the government didn't unalive him. So I'm gonna leave it at that, You see people, staying around for 20, 30 years, but he got unalived immediately. Oh! It is what it is. That's when they didn't think hip hop would go this far and they was trying to dead hip hop.
And so now, you guys are working on anything or?
Yeah, we got a couple of surprises coming. We're trying to get busy back in the studio and we trying to stay busy,
You guys just celebrated what, 30 years, 25?
30 years. It's definitely been 3 decades. It's been fun, Only time it wasn't fun is when Crazy shot me in my foot.
Oh! He needs some milk.
I know he spoke about that briefly, but I didn't hear no apology.
I wasn't gonna get into, but thank you for coming out.
Thanks for flying me up,
It was a pleasure.
Thanks for flying me up.
And an honor. Thank you, Wishbone.
Thanks for having me.